Hello everyone, good morning. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Lily and I'm super happy that you are here with me today. I have 2 of the 6 journals completed. It's taken me a little bit longer than expected, but only because I've just had other things, so many other things going on. We won't talk about that. We'll be here forever. But in this episode, in this video, I am going to show you just a quick flip through of the videos. We've kind of already gone through most of them as I was putting them together. So I'll do a quick flip through and to show you what I've completed. I'm super, super happy. Now, there's a total of 6 of them that I'm working on. So far, these 2 are completed. And I think this one right here is my favorite right now. I mean, I could change my mind later, but right now, this one is my favorite. They kind of both are. Okay, let's move forward. Let's show you. So we're going to call this one Sunflower. It has somewhat of a sunflower theme. There are a few sunflower elements throughout, but not heavy sunflower. But I love this cover. And so I have sewn in this lace trim right here to use as a tie. And let us begin. I really like this cover here. And this was inspired by Artie Mays' technique, and I've talked about this before. So you could see how it is fabric, and then the binding has this nice lace trim. And then I've also covered it in the back. I almost ruined the back cover. And if you follow me on my Facebook page, you'll know how I almost ruined it. And I'll tell you really quick. I took this panel and I glued it to the back and upside down after I had already done the insides. And so there was no way of saving it, you know, for me to kind of turn the signatures, because everything was already glued in place. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have ruined this journal. But I was able to take it apart. It did have a little bit of glue residue. And then I thought, how could I save this? And I covered it with this beautiful trim. It's a cotton trim, and it is pretty wide. So, and it turned out beautiful. And this was a happy accident. And I will probably end up applying this technique to future journals. So it ended up being a really good thing, and it has this beautiful covered trim on it. And so I hope you can see and enjoy that. And then I just finished off the edge with this beautiful rosette trim. Okay, so let's just open it really quick. I'm not gonna point everything out, just kind of do a really quick flip through. I will mention as I go along some of the ephemera that I've used. This was from Artie Mays, and I'll link all of that information below. So if you want to go and visit their Etsy shops, I'll link their shops below so you can see. And so this is from her Sunflower kit. So a little journaling card, and I just added that tab up on top. This one right here, this was a bookmark I bought at a local boutique antique shop, really cute shop, and a local artist made this. It's watercolor. And so I bought several of these, and I thought this one would be perfect to add to this journal. And I just embellished it here with some fabric trim. So I am including that watercolor card in there. And here is a cute little pocket, and I've shown how I've done these. There's some trim right here. What is it? Gathered trim. There's a different word for it, but I can't think about it right now. Or think of it right now. And then I've added that cute little pin with this filigree rose. Isn't that cute? Lots of papers in here. Scrapbooking papers that have been avocado dyed, stained, coffee stained. So, and if you've been following me along, you've seen how I've kind of stained all of the pages. So here's a nice little sunflower collage here with the definition of sunflower. Picked that up from an old beat up dictionary. So I was lucky that that was in there. Some trim here, and then a pocket with one of these collaged index cards that we made. Did some stamping here. Here's a pocket with some of the wax paper that I made from packaging. And I have video on this. So you can find how I made some of this glassine, aka wax paper. And then some more journaling cards, again from Artie Mays. This was cut aparts from scrapbooking paper, and I backed it with some coffee dyed paper, avocado dyed paper. We made these envelopes here from junk mail. So did a little bit of collage work. I believe this is Tim Holtz ephemera or flowers. I believe that is too. Some stamping, some collage. Here's some ink dyed scrapbooking paper. There's a video on how I did this. Here's ruffle trim. That's what it is. Ruffle trim. And I talked about this in one of my hauls. I bought these from a local maker as well. I have them right here. So just some of these that were handmade, and I just picked these up to support the local artists. Here's another local artist. I picked this up at the Lehigh Farmers Market. There is a local gal there that does watercolor on mixed media paper. And so I supporting her little artwork too. Isn't that beautiful? So I thought that would be perfect for this journal. A nice little card made by one of our locals here in Lehigh. Oops, here we go. And then some more ephemera cut apart from scrapbooking paper, and this is from Artie Mays. And then I just added, so the paper clips that are throughout the book are vintage paper clips that I picked up at a thrift store. I think they're mid-century. So I just thought I would add those in there. They have that natural patina. Some trim here. Here are these envelopes, and I've shown how I worked on these as well. So there's nothing in the envelope, but I just clipped it on there. Let's take it off so I can show you. But I thought that was pretty. Did some stamping, and now I've just added it over the edge here. Again with another vintage paper clip. Cotton trim that I picked up at an antique store. I don't know if it's vintage or not, but they had it and I got it. And I made a little tuck spot here. And this is from a book that I have with beautiful floral prints and also some scripture, which I thought was beautiful. But isn't that beautiful? So adding that in here. This is the center of the signature. This is only one signature. Oops. And we can open that up, fold it. And then I've added some little charms to the center. Little heart bead there. Okay. A little cascading envelope. This was inspired by Liz at the Paper Project. And then I've just added some little cut aparts that I've turned into ephemera. This one I backed it with coffee dyed paper. And then I put some little goodies in the pockets. Some tickets from Artie Mays. And this, I believe, this one is from My Porch Prints. Little postcard cut apart from scrapbooking paper. Good. Come on. And then just folded scrapbooking paper in here. Some more cut apart from scrapbooking paper, backed with coffee dyed paper. Little side pocket, some ruffle trim. I also added a bulb pin right here with some beads and a tiny little filigree rose charm. Super cute. Here's a corner tuck with some collage, some fabric, and just some old papers. Artie Mays, and then scrapbooking cut apart. Some stamping. Coffee dyed paper, excuse me. avocado dyed paper with some stamping, avocado dyed. Little cluster here. Here's a fabric flip inspired by Gail. Coffee dyed paper, stamping. And here is a little fabric envelope. This was inspired by treasure books, I believe. Yes. So I just stitched in some coffee dyed paper. So it's like a little envelope. So these are really cute with some of that beautiful sunflower fabric. And then I've just closed it with a little bit of hemp twine, excuse me, and vintage paper clip. So just tuck that in here. Some trim. Here is a pocket I made from scrapbooking paper that I avocado dyed. And then just some cut aparts. Fabric cluster. Remember these are the little index cards that we made with some of these photos, DIY photo slides. So I have videos on all of this. It's a little cluster there. And some little papers. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit faster so I can do the other one as well. Here's the other half. There's that. And then that is top loading pocket made from junk mail envelopes. Okay. Here's a side pocket right here. I didn't put anything in it. I have to leave room for you to put your own stuff in there. What did I do here? Oh, okay. Here is a flip. Nope, this one's a tuck. Cut apart, avocado dyed. Backed it with avocado dyed. Added a little tab from Artie Mays. Napkin collage. And then a little tuck here. And then this is the back pocket I glued in. This is it. It's lined with fabric on the inside. And it has this beautiful heart-shaped doily. Remember these were inspired by Stamp. The stamp booklets. So we made our own. I have a video on this as well. So this is an Artie Mays flower with some collage work there. Or Rita flip or Rita corner. Yeah, Rita flip. And I just put some little cut aparts and some little ticket ephemeras in here. And then here's the Tim Holtz stitched pocket. And I just put some little ephemeras that I have. So you can see that there. So you can use throughout the journal however you wish. So these are super cute. Okay, so this is one of the books. Let me bring in the second one. Okay. This one has this denim and embroidery fabric. It is beautiful, you guys. It's gorgeous. Can you see that? Okay. And I think I shared a video on all of the journal covers. So you could go through my videos and you can see all of the different covers that I've selected for the journals. It's also lined with fabric on the inside with avocado dyed, was this cotton? I think it's cotton dyed with avocado. Here's one of the pockets that I loved making from book pages. And I was inspired to make, I don't watercolor. I can try, but it's not going to look very pretty. I need to practice some more. But what I did, inspired by the local artist who made that other bookmark with the sunflower, what I did is I did stamping. So I stamped on some mixed media paper and then added this trim here tied with some pink hemp twine. Yeah, so there's that. And then a little booklet. I'm calling these ephemera booklets, inspired by the stamp booklets. So did some napkin collage, stitched around it. There's a little envelope corner tuck here with some little tickets and ephemera. Some more little cut apart ephemera. And then some other goodies there for you. By the way, these will be available in my Etsy shop, and I will link my Etsy shop down below. So if you want to go take a look over there, I invite you to do so. And so I've added some pom-pom trim here at the bottom. Some stamping. Here is a pocket. I just paper clipped it there with some little ephemera. I have a video on how we made these as well. Stamping, little side pocket with ruffle trim. So I stamped these on coffee dyed index cards. That is a vintage stamp right here, and I believe these others are Tim Holtz stamps. Here's a corner tuck with a little envelope right here with a little cluster. And here's a little index booklet. I love these. They're all a little bit different on the inside. So this one I added some papers, made it into a little booklet, and I stitched it in the center. Isn't that cute? I did a fabric flip with some of this lace that my sister and I picked up at a thrift store. Did some rosette trim, some fabric ruffle, stamping. And here is another of one of these beautiful images from that scripture book I have. It has some scripture here, some positive affirmations. Isn't that pretty? I thought it went well with this one. And then some fabric trim here. Here's another envelope. Woo! I don't think this paper clip is vintage. Yes, it is. Can you see the patina? Yeah, these are old. So I really like making these envelopes. And some throughout, you'll catch some Spanish phrases in here. This one says, tu único límite es tu mente, which translates into your mind is your only limitations. So here is a junk mail envelope with a little collage work there. Can you see that? Has a little bit of glitter. I thought that looked just enough to give it a little bit of sparkle. Beautiful. And I'll link, again, I will link, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I will link all of the wonderful creators and their Etsy shops down below. This was a digital scrapbooking paper that I ink dyed. Here's some trim. And I did not make this into a tuck spot because I didn't even think about it until after I glued it down, but it still looks really nice in the edge. And then I've added this pom-pom charm with a little bull pin. Corner tuck, again with one of the collaged index cards, index tabs. So that is cute. Can you see there I use some of my faux vintage tape? Cut apart from scrapbooking paper, and these are coffee dyed. I coffee dyed these index cards and then I stamped them. Some trim, stamping. And then here is another one of these fabric envelopes lined with coffee dyed paper. And this was my attempt of doing the doily coffee dyed. I think it turned out okay. I'm still working on it. This was like the third batch that I did. So practice makes better. So I'm still practicing. And again, just sealed it there with a vintage paper clip. This is the center, and I added, whoops, whoa. I added some charms, little rose charm, and this little, is it a glass bead? I think it's a glass bead. Cute. Some more ephemera. Coffee dyed and stamped index cards. I used Tim Holtz ink on this one. I like that. So it's some fabric ruffle fabric. stamping, coffee dyed paper. I did a corner put with the collage board that we made. And then these are journaling cards from book pages, and I stitched in some cloth hearts, added a little tab, and then backed it with coffee dyed paper. Stamping. Here's the other half of the junk mail envelope. Ink dyed scrapbooking paper. Little collage here with some digitals. Another little digital collage. Was it digital? Yes, I think this was Artie Mae's. Yeah, digital words, scrapbooking paper, okay, ledger paper. This is avocado dyed index cards with some stamping. Ruffle trim, one of these, and I can't remember what they're called because when I'm recording, I lose, my mind goes blank sometimes. Yo-yo. They're yo-yos. Yo-yos? Yes. Here is an envelope tuck, corner tuck with some cut apart ephemeras. I think this is a Tim Holtz butterfly. Cut apart. Let's take this off so I could show you. A scrapbooking Polaroid cut apart that I've backed it with coffee dyed paper. And then this was also a cut apart. And then I added some of these words. Also another digital. I'm sorry, the maker just, I can't recall, but that'll be down below. So let's, and all I did is I clipped it to the top of this. What am I doing? Oh, clipping too many things at once. There we go. And I've got a fabric flip here. Another, oh, this is the flip right here. So flip with ink dyed paper. And then this little pocket here was made from packaging paper. I just kind of folded it over, glued it, made a little pocket. And then I've included a journaling card made with fabric, stitched fabric card. Avocado dyed index card and stamped. Fabric trim. And this is the very back. I made a library pocket back here with a little bit of collage work. And this is, we made this. There's a video on how I showed you how I stain the back side of scrapbooking paper. And then I'm just keeping that one closed with the vintage paper clip. Tuck it in that pocket. And then these are some of one of the tags that I made from the collage board. We worked on that together. These are both digitals. And then avocado dyed index card. I added a little tab for journaling. So this has, both of them have a lot of area for journaling. And I didn't want to, I know that it's kind of thick. And I will leave all of the details below. They each have, oh my gosh, I didn't even count how many pages, but I will leave all of that information below as to how many pages are included in here. They are each one signature, and they are just nice and chunky. They feel really good in your hand. Let me measure them for you. They are both the same size. So these are 6 inches by 9 inches, a little bit extra because of the trim. So 9 by 6, and they're both the same size. They both have the one signature. They both have equal amounts of pages. And so I will also leave that information down below so you can have that handy. Again, My link to the Etsy shop will be down below as well. If you want to go visit me there, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think of these. I'm so excited because they turned out exactly how I envisioned, and so I'm really happy with the way they look. Yes, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will finish up the other 4 that I have. And just like this, I'll probably just show you a couple at a time, all right? Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.